Hello, beautiful people. This is Charity Wairimu Ngugi-Latz, and I'm talking to you all the way from Germany. Now, today I'm going to talk about a subject which I'm wearing the color brown. Specifically, why I'm wearing this color brown is because I want to talk about something that's very, very serious. And it's about us people of color, us Black people, brown people, people from African descent. We have a problem. And our problem is this: we discriminate amongst ourselves. We are so fast to judge. We like pointing fingers. I'm going to ask you a question specifically on the topic of drinking alcohol. For example, is alcohol okay when it's taken by people of the Caucasian, but it is wrong when it's taken by ourselves? Is the African brew wrong and dirty, but when it is made from Europe, it is okay? Is it okay when a woman or a man says, I usually drink a glass of whiskey every evening, or a woman say, I drink one glass of wine? But we know it's never one glass, it's always two or three. But when somebody says, for example, when they're drinking a beer, it is wrong. They're an African. It is wrong. They should be judged. If you have got even a little bit of alcohol in you, it's because when you're an African, you're treated differently because you're by your own people, by the society. And on top of that, if you're a woman, it's even worse. I'm going to say this: stop pointing fingers. As long as you can afford your drink, you can drink it. What we go against is minors taking alcohol. But as long as you are working and you enjoy your drink, it is your right to have your drink. It is your right to have a drink in your house. It is your right to have a drink with your friends in the house. It is a right to have a drink with your spouse in the house. It's a right to not be hypocritical in front of your children and say that you can never take a bottle of beer or a glass of, especially when it comes to beer. There's something about beer, that beer is alcohol. But when it is wine or whiskey, it is not alcohol. Come on, people, wake up. What's all this? I'm very annoyed. There's a story hitting the lines here in the diaspora. I'm not going to talk about it. But the whole issue is that everything is being judged on this alcohol thing. What is wrong? If I'm in my house, I can take my glass of wine. But I don't like wine. I like beer. And so if I choose a beer, then it is okay. As long as you don't do anything overboard. And this is it. I don't know why when we quote the Bible, we go again and say alcohol is bad. But the same Bible tells us that Jesus made wine for the people to celebrate at the wedding. Am I right? Yes. So before you point fingers at somebody and you say, me, I don't take alcohol, but you know what? I drink a glass of wine, a glass of red wine, or white wine, or whatever. You drink alcohol. Thank you. You do take alcohol, and stop hitting at people and stop judging people. Let's remain at the content of stories. If there's something went wrong, for example, if a husband or a wife beat their husband or wife, and the fight occurred when one of them, for example, had taken a bit of alcohol, don't blame alcohol. Look for the issue of the quarrel. Blame the quarrel. What was the problem? What was the question? And after all, nobody has a right to beat anybody just because they have taken some alcohol. Alcohol was made to be enjoyed. It is part of life. It is part of a meal. It is part of relaxation. And there's nothing wrong. Let's hear the comments. Let's go on. And please stop pointing fingers while behind in your house you are taking a whole bottle of wine every single day. And then in the church, you're the first one saying hallelujah and going against people who take alcohol. Just because these particular people do it openly, but you do yours in the hidden places in your own home. And then out there publicly, you are judging that a person has a right to be beaten or to be molested just because they are taking some alcohol. Excuse me, there's an abuse of alcohol and there is taking alcohol. It's part of relaxation. Thank you. Bye-bye. I had to say that. Thank you. And please subscribe and let your comments flow. And I am not talking about minors. I'm talking about adults. This is an adult stream. Thank you.